It's now time for Trivia Tracks with yours truly, Price Robertson. This edition of Trivia Tracks is brought to you by Washita Valley Respiratory Care, where you can breathe a little easier, and Beth Smith at Edward Jones. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. Last week, the wrestling world lost one of its biggest stars when Mike Halac, better known as Mantaur, died at the age of 55 following a long battle with type 2 diabetes. Born in Omaha, Nebraska on May 11, 1968, Halac began his career with Germany's Catch Wrestling Association in 1991. He remained with the promotion until 1994, when he returned to the U.S. to join WWF. He wrestled his first two WWF matches as Bruiser Mastino, defeating Nikolai Volkov at a couple of house shows in August 1994. A few months later, he debuted his Mantaur character. The gimmick was that of a Minotaur who charged, trampled, and mooed at opponents. Soon after debuting, he acquired Jim Cornette as his manager. The character was billed as hailing from the island of Crete. Mantaur then began a small winning streak, defeating a series of jobbers. He got a shot at Intercontinental Champion Razor Ramon, otherwise known as Scott Hall, but lost the match by disqualification due to interference by Jeff Jarrett, who was involved in a feud with Ramon at the time. Mantaur made his first pay-per-view appearance at the 1995 Royal Rumble, in a competition that lasted 9 minutes before he was eliminated by Lex Luger. After leaving WWF in 1995, Halac joined ECW. In his final match for the promotion, he was jeered with Mantaur chants from the always vocal ECW audience. He then briefly returned to the Catch Wrestling Association as Terminator Mastino. He made a brief return to WWF in 1996 as Goldust's unnamed bodyguard. Goldust, otherwise known as Dustin Rhodes, then joined the USWA in 1997 as Tank, a masked member of the Truth Commission. He briefly held the USWA Unified World Heavyweight Championship, his first and only wrestling title, after defeating then-champion Jerry Lawler. After only a few days, he lost the belt back to Lawler in a rematch. He wrestled one match, a dark match, for WCW in 1997, made a second return to CWA in 1998, again as Bruiser Mastino, then wrestled off and on in the independent circuit until 2019. In 2016, Halac was one of several wrestlers who were part of a class action lawsuit filed against WWE, which alleged that wrestlers incurred traumatic brain injuries during their tenure and that the company concealed the risks of injury. The case was dismissed 2 years later. Earlier on the day of his death, Halac had fallen and injured his back. His daughter announced his death on social media. Till next time, I'm Price Robertson. Amazed by today's trivia? Then join me every Monday through Friday morning for Trivia Tracks on Fox Sports Camden 97.1.